All right, we have a Bronze 2 Juno. Now, if you want coaching yourself, feel free to join the Discord, as well as make sure to like and subscribe. Now, this Juno player didn't start playing until Season 11, and didn't start playing comp until Season 12.
3, 2, 1.
So starting off, I'd say like maybe like 5 seconds you can throw your ring at the door, so you can just get that early cooldown reset. So throw it at the door like for like 5 seconds. Throw your ring at the door, and all of your team will still get the speed boost. If you know the exact time, I don't know the exact time, so if you do know the exact time, feel free to comment down below. So you still did do it, which is good. Just recommend to do it like 5 seconds earlier, just so everybody can get the speed boost and you get your cooldown like a little bit more sooner. All right, wouldn't recommend kind of like going around like that. Thankfully, I think you're within a safe distance where getting headshot doesn't fully kill you. So you're pretty lucky to stay alive right there. Preferably, I'd recommend kind of like rotating right around here. You can, I say the best option is kind of like stall like a little bit right here. Wait until your diva's ready to go in and then speed boost your diva. But if you want to play a little bit more risky, you can rotate around the statue right here. And you can start like doing some damage as much as you can without like trying to hard peek the Widow. That is an option that you can do. It's a little bit more risky, and I mean, if you get dove though, you can just drop and rotate around like that. Okay. Yeah, so your diva did go in. Just try to pay attention to your tank like a lot, so you can be able to like either speed boost them in or speed boost them out. Preferably speed boost them in, especially if you're playing with the diva. So you can kind of see like the diva walked up slowly right here, stopped right here to get some healing, or either to like recharge her DM, and then started taking the high ground. So there was like a few indications that she was just about to like go and dive in. I'm kind of surprised that she actually did take the high ground right there, because most bronzes will just like full send it into the enemy team. Most bronze tanks will. I'll give your tank some credit for that. Right, so Widow killed the Mercy up here, so you should know that there is a Widow up here. And okay, so there is also a soldier up here as well. So preferably okay, so preferably you might want to like kind of position yourself like right into this room right here, and kind of just try to play as safe as you possibly can, just until your team's able to like either dive them. Hopefully they dive them, but okay, so all right, so soldier decides to jump off the high ground and start shooting the diva in the back first, and then start shooting the Hanzo in the back, instead of getting a free kill on you because you walked out in the wide open like that. And what was your, okay, I think your Widow was attacking the Ashe right there, or their Widow was attacking your Ashe right there. So thankfully their Widow doesn't have good target priority. I'm kind of curious. Oh, dang. Okay, so just keep that in mind that there was a Widow up there, and I think you're kind of like sitting AFK here for a second. Yeah, I don't even think you're paying attention. So you're going to want to pay attention to that a lot more, especially when a Widow kills 2 of your teammates and they're both respawning right now. You should know that there's a Widow, and there's a chance that she's going to dive you right there. Preferably, like I'd say gold or higher. She's probably going to walk out and rotate out. But just keep that in mind, as well as, honestly, you can get straight up in her face and try to kill her. Okay. Wow. This is the first time I think I've ever seen a bronze retouch. This is actually a little bit shocking. So, I mean, you don't really see retouches until, like, at the very least, high platinum. I mean, I think it was even an accidental retouch, too. I think the Widow wasn't even intentionally trying to touch there. I think she was trying to get out. Oh. and she accidentally touched that. Okay, Diva is dead, so your best bet is kind of just rotate out. I don't know if I skipped any part. Sorry if I did skip any part right there. Sometimes I'll accidentally press LT and RT right there. Or sometimes I'll press LT and RT. Yeah, preferably just get out. Your best bet is get out, rotate with your team. All right, nice. It's all real good. Preferably, I'd recommend like kind of position yourself like a little bit more further back behind cover. Okay. Would not recommend this. And the reason why I wouldn't recommend this is because, I mean, you're kind of peeking 4 players. Lucio is ulting. Interesting. So, I'd recommend kind of just waiting up for your team before you kind of push in. Pushing in like that definitely is going to get you killed. You want to play a little bit more safe. You are a support, so you can look for damage. But preferably, though, I'd recommend just kind of trying to stay safe. Like, you could even kind of position yourself like right over here, maybe jump a few times and see if you can get any like damage out. If Junkrat dives you, all you got to do is just rotate back. I really can't believe that Lucio ulted that. I can guarantee this Mercy is going to res this as well. Bam. She gets it off too. Nice. Just keep in mind that Mercy is probably not going to be able to bail you out like that. And the reason why I say the Mercy probably isn't going to be able to bail you out like that is because in higher ranks, Mercies are going to be more disciplined not to like go out in the middle of the enemy team to res that. And the enemy team is going to be more disciplined to actually punish a Mercy if she does do that. So I wouldn't really like pay attention to the Hanzo right there. I would probably try to pay attention to exactly what's going on like right in front of you right here. You could even try to alt this even and see if like you can make a play. But your Hanzo is fine. He can go grab Mega, and if he doesn't go grab Mega, that's on him. But you single-handedly going to like heal your Hanzo right there and just completely ignoring what's going on in the 2v4 right here. More than likely is the reason why you didn't win that push. Now, okay, your Diva gets a kill. Nice. She dies because she tries to remake in the middle of the enemy team. Okay, yeah, preferably just rotate out now. Just wait until your team resets. Okay, Hanzo's gonna ult now. Huge ult by the Hanzo. All right, now this would be your perfect time to use your ultimate. I think your team's fairly, yeah, your team's almost like fairly regrouped. So you can like peek this corner right here, maybe wait like 2 seconds and then ult. And then like as soon as you ult, your team will probably push in and like you should be able to get picks. Reinhardt's separated. I wouldn't recommend trying to like go across point like this. And the reason why I say I wouldn't recommend going across point like that is because, I mean, you're just a free kill. So kind of try to position yourself behind cover. You can like position yourself like right here for a second. You can walk around here. You can position yourself like right over here for a second. And or like when you ult, then you can rotate around here. It's a little risky, but due to the ult's healing, I don't think there's a good chance that you might not die, especially in the rank that you're in. But I wouldn't recommend doing that if you're like, I'd say high plat. Okay.
My servants never die.
Okay. You've got 1 kill. Bob 1 kill as well. Bob with another kill. Bob with 3 kills. Wow. Okay. Nice. I mean, okay, so Bob carries. Nice. Preferably, I still would have recommend you use an ult right there, because I mean, it's not often that you're gonna win that just off from Bob alone, but you did win that off from Bob, so just keep that in mind, that you're going to want to use ult right there, as well as staying AFK on cart like you are right now. I don't know if like you're eating food or anything like that or on your phone. I would not recommend doing that at all. I'd recommend kind of position yourself like right behind cart, kind of position yourself like right over here, position yourself right over here, or you can like kind of like jump up here, jump up here, jump up here, and look for like any damage. You know that they don't have a widow, so you can like play a little bit more aggressive to gain some value out. Okay, widow gets, or your diva gets headshot. Unfortunate. Not gonna blame you for the Ashe death right there. Wouldn't really use tracker beam, but and the reason why is because I mean your team's practically full health. So what I overall would do right here is I would kind of wait until your diva's ready to go in, speed boost your diva. Because kind of using speed boost right there, kind of a little bit of a waste in a way. Just because I mean it's not really getting you any value besides for your Hanzo being able to rotate out, but he probably would have been able to rotate out and regardless. There Lucio ulted again. Nice. These are some huge Lucio ults, by the way. Okay, the enemy team managed to ult push right there, so yeah, okay. Okay, so Reinhardt decides to ult that. Nice.
I must not forget to breathe.
I
am breathing.
Don't know if you're on your phone or eating. Recommend not doing that. So your best bet, do some damage, but like stay in a safe area. So like position yourself maybe like right there just so you don't end up dying. Unfortunately, you had to waste a cooldown just so you didn't die. Okay, you still haven't used your ult. You should have 1000% used your ult. Okay, Torb uses all the way over here. Okay, interesting. Yeah, you really got to look for an ult. Now wouldn't be the correct time, just because your Diva's out of mech as well as your Hanzo walked in single-handedly by himself. But by the time you would have ulted over like on point right here, you'd probably be like 80% ult right now, maybe 70%. Mercy with a huge res once again. Okay, you could use your tracker beams right here. This would actually be a good opportunity too. The reason why I say that is because I mean, okay, actually I thought the Torb was like right up on these stairs and he's gonna walk back up. Maybe he will. No, he's gonna walk under. But you still could use tracker beams just to see if you can get any like extra damage out right there. Mercy with the clean get out too. Dude, your Mercy is going crazy. She looks dude, your Mercy looks fear straight. Like, I don't know. She looks at fear and says, I don't even know. I can't come up with anything right now. I try to come up with something, but no. Okay. 1 health, able to get out. I don't know. Your Mercy is looking death straight in the face and says, not today. Okay. Your best bet, just kind of wait a little bit. DV used ult. Huge ult. Was able to remake. All right.
Can I really do this? Get in there, Bob. No.
Yeah, you as well haven't used ult and there's 30 seconds left. Oh my. Okay. Huge Bob. All right. You need to use ult. Like right here even would be a perfect opportunity to use ult just so you can recap this point. I mean, actually, I guess in a way your ult wasn't necessary. But just to be on the safe side, I probably would have ulted that. just because of how chaotic this game is and just how like unexpected everything has been. As well as don't sit still. Make sure you're constantly moving around. Make sure you're like moving left to right. Make sure you're moving like in circles if you're on console. Okay. Yeah, best bet right there. As soon as you got healed up, kind of just look for damage. Keep looking for damage right here. As well as I'd kind of like, I guess, yeah, in a way you could kind of position yourself up like a little bit and look for some damage right there. But just be ready to ult this. Like, I'm kind of praying that you ult this. Nice. Perfect. Perfect. Now, honestly, your ult was a little bit, like, early in a way, but honestly, perfect. I'll take it. Right there. Use your tracker beams. Perfect. Preferably, though, as soon as you use your ult, you're going to want to use your tracker beams, like, a little bit more soon. That's perfect. You're kind of a little bit pushed up. You could try to, like, maybe rotate around, like, this way. Just, so your, their Torb isn't really able to kill you right there. Maybe probably just backing up would have been better instead of rotating over to the stairs. All right. Unfortunately, a little bit of a lack of awareness right there. What you could have overall done is just like kind of like go back to point. I know you're kind of looking for the Moira. You didn't see the Moira on point. She didn't use your contest. So your best bet is kind of look forward, kind of just heal whoever you need to heal.
I'll quit your jibber jabber.
Our success knows no bounds.
After this, we'll talk about like overall everything that I've seen that you just overall need to work on.
Hyper ring deployed. Feeling better? I feel powerful. Thank you. Projectiles initiated.
Okay. Nice tracking orbs right there, but you need to get back out. Like the second you use those, you need to walk back though, because kind of position yourself way out in the open like this, it's just gonna like set you up for failure. And the reason why I say that is because if you're in like silver or gold, you're more than likely going to die if you're sitting out in the open like you are right there. Nice.
Hyper ring out.
Even with the double kill.
I am on fire. Come on, everyone.
Okay, I wouldn't recommend going and getting Mega right there just because you have a Mercy. You're fine. Preferably just keep looking for damage. Lucio with his first decent beat, actually. I mean, actually, I guess he could wait like a little bit longer. Yeah, he probably could have waited a little bit longer for that. Never mind. But I mean, it allows this team to, I mean, it enabled this team, I guess, in a way. A lot better than his last two beats. Okay. Yeah. Unfortunately. Oh, wait, Bob. Wait. Things might change. And Bob. When there's a Bob, there's always a chance. Unfortunate. Wait. Use your ult right here. You got to use your ult as soon as you get it. Please use your ult. Perfect. Perfect. That is exactly what I want to see. Perfect. Genuinely perfect right there. Yep. Look for the damage. See if you can get the kill on the... See if you can just do some sort of damage right there.
EMP activated.
Okay. Break the bubble. Kill Lucio. Lucio was killable. Should have probably broken bubble before you use your tracker beams right there. Just keep that in mind. You have any ults? You have Diva ult. Gets a kill too. Oh, she gave up though. Unfortunate. Wait. She C9'd. Okay. The ending part right there, that was perfect. like, I mean, not really perfect. They're still obvious, like, position-wise and everything like that. But that was a lot better from how you were playing throughout, like, the entirety of the game. Being able to make that play, being able to position, you could have positioned, like, a little bit more cover right there in a way. But, I mean, using your ult, being able to just get those picks, using your tracking beams, after using your tracking orbs, after using your ult, that's, like, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to, like, see right there. That was a massive difference. You were constantly doing something. You were constantly looking for value. And although you didn't cap, you managed to be, like, you single-handedly made point go from, like,
One step at a time.
mid-range from point 3 all the way to, like,
I saw you on a
towards the end. So that was nice.
Guy.
That was not bad.
Tell me, don't be
You just need to play cover a lot more. You need to play, like, a lot more safe. You need to, like, not go out in the middle of the enemy team. You need to regroup when the team fight is lost. If it's, like, kind of hard for you to, like, understand whether the team fight is lost or not, like, just kind of, like, start backing off in a way. Usually if, like, 2 players are dead and there's, like, no players dead on your team, that's usually when, like, you know that you've lost the fight. But if it's kind of, like, hard to understand, like, when you've lost a team fight and when you haven't lost the team fight, then, like, just back off. If your team yells at you, ignore them. They're bronze. But, I mean, like, if you just overall think that you've lost a fight, just back up. And I'm not saying back up. Sorry, I'm not making any sense right here. So what I'm trying to say is you want to back up when, like, you're down some players and you just want to rotate back out and just wait for your team to regroup. And whether it's, like, the right decision or not, I mean, usually it's the right decision when you're just down 3 players, but sometimes it's a little hard to, like, tell, especially since the rank that you're in. But what am I trying to say? But I think you overall just get, whether it's the right decision or not, you'll learn, basically, is what I'm trying to get at. I made, like, 0 sense right there. Anyway, continuing on. Value, you constantly look for value, constantly be moving around as well. I've noticed, like, a lot of times you kind of just sit still and don't move. Constantly be moving around. Look for a little bit more damage. I've noticed, like, every now and then you have been getting out some damage, but preferably I want you to look for a little bit more damage, and then only when you can, and then just heal your teammates, like, as much as you can as well. Just, like, keep looking for any, like, amount of damage that you can get out instead of just, like, pointlessly healing somebody who's, like, full health in a way.
I beg your pardon.
Okay. So starting off, natural cover, positioning,
Oh, you got a lot to learn, cowgirl.
damage,
3, 2,
healing, and your ability usage as well. Use your speed boost to either get a player in or out, preferably your tank. Tracking orbs actually haven't been that bad. There's just been a few, like, questionable ones. Yeah.
I'll help you.
So keep in mind there is a Widow, so you're not going to want to peek, like, wide open like that. Every single time you see a Widow or a Hanzo, you're going to want to play, like, a little bit more safe. You can play a little bit more aggressive if there is a Hanzo, but if there's a Widow, you don't want to be peeking that Widow. As well as using your tracking orbs right there was not bad, but since there was a Widow, it kind of makes it, like, a little bit of a waste in a way. And you probably could have been able to save your Ashe right there if you were focusing a little bit more on your team. Thankfully, Reinhardt ended up feeding. Yeah. So preferably, I wouldn't recommend, like, going all the way in, but I mean, you can't really, if you're solo queuing, you can't really stop your team from doing that. Normally, you're going to want to actually play point on this just because you're so far back and it takes longer for them to respawn. But you're probably not going to see people playing point until, like, I'd say mid-high diamond. Preferably, a lot of players, like, are just going to be, like, positioning, like, right at this choke point right here, which sooner or later is ooh, that was a bit scary. Okay, which sooner or later is just going to almost guarantee that they're going to cap. So preferably, I wouldn't, or preferably, like, just have a little bit more awareness. Your Brig right there hardcore, like, bailed you out massively, and the reason why I say that is because she was able to counterpin. If she didn't counterpin, you would have died right there. So just be aware that, like, if a Reinhardt's charging, double jump in the air, speed boost out, do whatever you can. Nice tracking orbs. Nice attempt on the speed boost. Preferably, I'd rather like at least hit one heal shot before you use your speed boost though. Or just use it like a little bit more sooner. But I'm not gonna blame you for the Junkrat's death right there. That's kind of on him for going back in. Yeah, once again, I wouldn't recommend going in like this. You need to play like a lot more safe. You need to like go back and you need to like either play like right up here for a second, see whatever damage you can get out. Don't play up here permanently though. I mean, I guess they don't really have anything that can really dive you too hard. So as long as you're like kind of staying on this edge right here, you should be fine, just so you can rotate out sooner. Because up on this high ground right here is usually a death trap nowadays. So just keep that in mind. And then on top of that, you probably should be positioned like a little bit more further back. Positioning yourself where you're at right now can get you killed, especially since there is a hog. Hog hooks you, you're instantly dead. So once again, back up. You don't want to be out in the open like that. You don't want to be like, thankfully the enemy team chose to ignore you right there. But in, I'd say like high silver, they're not going to ignore you. They're probably going to take advantage of that. Nice tracking orbs. Alt. You should have ulted first and then used your tracking orbs. You might have actually been able to win that fight right there. Yeah, your ult usage has been quite questionable, unfortunately. There's just been like a lot of times where you've ulted and it's just been like really it's been like fairly pointless of an ult. So just keep that in mind. Or not pointless of an ult. There's a lot of times that you haven't ulted when it would have been very like helpful when you ulted. I don't even know what I was saying right there. My brain kind of just shut off when I said that. Okay, preferably even like, I mean, normally I wouldn't recommend ulting earlier right here, but since you are in bronze, you can ult right here. Actually, yeah, no, never mind. I wouldn't ult. As soon as you see your Junkrat getting 2 kills like that, since Tyre is indestructible in bronze. I mean, yeah, overall, it's probably best that you would have held onto ult right there, actually. But you probably should have used it like a little bit more sooner, like right over here.
Thank you.
Okay, preferably, I wouldn't recommend sitting AFK on point again. I want to see you like moving around. Look for some damage. You see how your D.Va's overextending. Now, like sooner or later, are you basically going to give up point from being pushed up so far? Yeah. But, I mean, if you can, you might as well try to hold off as much as possible and stall as much as possible. As well as your speed boost right there. You want to be mainly looking to speed boost your tank. That's what I mainly do is when I'm playing Overwatch is I kind of look for like a player that I can speed boost, mainly the tank, just so I can allow them to go in and allow them to go out.
Get in there, Bob.
Huge Bob.
Get ready for a shot.
So sound cues, 3, 2, 1, you're dead. Yeah. Sound cues right there. Just be listening to those sound cues. Figure out where it's coming from and overall like try to just overall try to like try to keep your distance from it or like even try to destroy it. That should be your main target is trying to destroy Junkrat trap, because I know a lot of players aren't going to be even attempting to do that. I think their hog has a 0% hook accuracy right now. Once again, look where you're at. You want to play a little bit more cover. You want to sit like right over here. You want to be playing a lot more cover. As well as your speed boosts, again, like that's not really going to benefit too much right there. I I do like the fact that you are using the correct combo for your Juno ult. You just need to be using your Juno ult like a lot more in better opportunities. Yeah, unfortunately though, you're kind of pushed up a little bit. Play like cover like right over here. If you played cover like right here, you probably would have noticed that they both had DPS right there, and you probably would have been able to get picks on them, or you even would have been able to like jump right here and then jump up and take the high ground right here, and then you could even do some more damage right over there. Assist your team like a little bit more.
Maybe you should just stay out of my.
I must not panic. I am fine.
Moira by your side.
I will fix that.
Okay.
Receive my aid.
Activating self-destruct sequence. Ladies and gentlemen,
Huge ult.
game on.
Okay.
Stardust.
So preferably though, once again, wouldn't recommend sitting out in the open. I'd rather you like kind of try to sit on the high ground right here. Because if you sit on the high ground right here, you own that high ground for free.
Light speed.
I offer something more.
Report inbound.
Gale them a hope.
Okay. All right. One sec. I will be right back. All right. I am back. Sorry about that. I just had to go do something real quick.
What a relief.
Okay. Yeah, once again, sitting out in the open like that, wouldn't recommend. Yeah, once again, look where you're at. Overall, you were doing good to take that high ground, and then when the monkey jumped at you, you were able to recognize that, and you were able to rotate out. Probably would recommend to like kind of rotate like that.
60 seconds.
Unfortunately, your Junkrat's dead right there. Wouldn't recommend going straight into the enemy team. I think overall you were trying to take the high ground right there, but you jumped over and didn't really figure out where you were until it was too late. So I'm not gonna blame you for that one like too badly, but just have a little bit more situational awareness.
I must not think like that.
It just comes with time, so keep that in mind.
Receive my aid.
I will assist.
Misery made manifest.
Okay. So preferably, I wouldn't recommend kind of like sitting out in this room right here and trying to stall as much as possible. Preferably, I try to rotate back and just rotate more with your team. Unfortunately, though, your team is all the way over here. So I guess you might as well either sit here, do damage, and get as many kills as possible until you die, and then just reset with your team once again. But, I mean, overall, yeah. I mean, your team's guaranteed to lose sooner or later right there.
Too kind. Let me help.
Well, I mean, I guess. Okay. I think your Junkrat's super excited that he got a kill.
Eyes open now.
Hyper ring out. Administering aid.
Pain will be
Yeah, no. Okay. Normally, though, your team isn't going to be positioned like that, so just try to make something out of nothing right there. And fortunately, you and your team were able to do that, but a lot of times that's not going to be the case.
surrender to my will. 60 seconds.
Okay.
I'm under attack. Rise, ancient flame.
Hyper ring deployed. Supporting
Once again,
team
exactly where you're
0.
at, guaranteed to die right here. I want to see you position yourself way further back.
Assault for over there.
I am
Because, I mean, in result, 3, 2, 1. Wow, 1 health again. Okay, I was going to say. Yeah, you don't want to position way too far up like that. You don't want to position at their spawn. You want to position farther back, and you want to be more behind your team, especially as Juno, because Juno doesn't have as much like get out ability
Receive my aid.
as other players. That's why Juno Brig was meta last season. Okay. Yeah, once again, you don't want to ult like that. You want to sit back, because single-handedly by you ulting right there, I think I actually lost you the game. So what you could have done is just wait for your team to regroup and then ult, because I mean you still have like what, 8-9 seconds before they're able to actually get and cap point. So they're going to be in overtime by time they cap point. So you single-handedly like solo ulting that and going in like that might have actually been the reason why you lost, because now your whole team is down a player. So yeah, just keep that in mind. You want to group up with your team. You don't want to push up too much, because I don't know if you're getting mad or anything like that, but that might have been the reason why you were like overextending and trying to make like a play by yourself entirely. Okay, managed to get a kill. Constantly looking for value. Unfortunately though, might have been a little bit too late. Okay, so overall, okay, I was gonna say, so overall, what all do you need to work on more? Well, first off, what you need to work on more is positioning. You don't want to be sending it into the enemy team. You don't want to like overextend like you have been. You want to play natural cover a lot more. You want to be looking for value, aka constantly looking for damage, constantly looking for heals. Don't sit AFK on point. You don't want to sit on AFK on point, because when you sit AFK on point, it can guarantee the fact that you are like, it guarantees you a higher chance of like almost dying. And although sometimes you're not going to die by sitting AFK on point, it increases your chances of dying. Dying is what I'm trying to get at. As well as your aim isn't like the worst in the world. It does definitely need like a little bit more work on, but I've seen worse. I've definitely seen worse. Ultimate usage, you need to find the right time to when to use ult. Like, it took you way too long to use ult. I think you used ult what, 3 or 4 times there, when you probably could have used your ult like 7 times, 6 or 7 times right there. So keep that in mind, that you want to be using your ult. You want to be constantly looking for like a team fight that can win with your ult. You want to be looking for a perfect time to use your ult. Unfortunately, you kind of used your ult really early. You weren't really paying attention to your team. And in result, I think if you would have just waited a little bit longer and then used ult, you would have guaranteed that win. So yeah, just keep in mind, regroup, position better, gain more value, look for damage, and heal only when you need to heal. I guess Juno in a way is kind of that character where you need to heal a little bit more with. But yeah, anyway, I hope this video helped you out. I did like mix up my words every now and then, but that's just because I like, first thing I did was wake up, because I really want to play the Black Ops 6 beta, so I wanted to get this video out as soon as possible. Normally I wait like hour or two before, like after I wake up, so I'm like more awake. Yeah, anyway though, I hope this video helped you out, and I will see you later.